This week's AI news was insane. Hey there, I'm Julian Goldie's AI avatar, and buckle up because this week was absolutely mind-blowing in the world of AI. OpenAI just dropped what might be their best feature ever, and I'll tell you why it's a total game changer. Google fired back with a whole bunch of new AI models that are completely free to use. Plus, there's this crazy new app that lets you build other apps right from your phone, without writing a single line of code. Let's GPM right into what OpenAI has been cooking up, because honestly, they've been on an absolute rampage lately. In fact, they've shipped more new features in the last 2 weeks than they did in pretty much all of 2024. First up, let's talk about their new O3 mini model. This thing is an absolute beast. It's crushing it in everything from math problems to PhD level science questions. And here's the best part, you don't need to pay a fortune to use it. If you're on the free ChatGPT plan, you can try it right now by hitting that reason button under where you type your messages. But wait, it gets even better. You can combine O3 Mini with their search feature, even on the free plan. Just click both the search and reason buttons together, and boom, you've got an AI that can think and search the web at the same time. This is huge, folks. But you might be thinking, how powerful is it? Let me show you what happened when I tested O3 Mini for myself. I fired up the model and gave it a challenge, build a one-page website from scratch. What happened next blew my mind. The regular O3 Mini cranked out a complete website in just 4 seconds. And I'm not talking about some basic template. This thing had working links, proper layout, everything. Then I tried O3 Mini High, which is supposed to be the more powerful version. Here's the funny part. It took way longer, like 17 seconds. And honestly, the results weren't that different. But here's where it gets interesting. I put both versions through some serious coding tests. Asked them to build me a Space Invaders game. O3 Mini was lightning fast, but, well, let's just say the game was a bit wonky, the background was all messed up, and it was trying to pull images that didn't exist. O3 Mini High didn't do much better. Yeah, the game ran, but you were controlling the wrong spaceship and the whole thing was super laggy. Just to give you some perspective, when I ran the exact same test with DeepSeek R1, it created a perfectly working game. But here's the real kicker. I tested both models on AI detection, gave them some super AI sounding content and asked them to make it sound human. O3 Mini's content was flagged as 100% AI generated, and O3 Mini High only got it down to 78%. Meanwhile, DeepSeek R1 got it down to 5.3%. Now, let me tell you about what I think is the real game changer, deep research. This just dropped recently, and while it's only available on the $200 Pro plan, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Let me tell you exactly what makes deep research so game-changing. Think of it like having a super smart research assistant that can do days of work in just minutes. Here's how it works. You just click the deep research button in ChatGPT, and it becomes this incredible research machine. I tried it out myself, gave it a question about comparing 2 AI tools, and what happened next blew my mind. First, it actually asked me smart follow-up questions to understand exactly what I wanted to know. Then it went off and started reading through tons of sources. We're talking websites, forums, academic stuff, everything. The wild part, it came back with this massive 10,000-word research report that was incredibly detailed. And get this, it doesn't just dump information on you, it organizes everything with comparison charts, links directly to sources, and I mean the exact part of the web page where it found the info, and breaks everything down in a way that makes sense. But here's what you need to know. Right now, deep research is only available if you're on the $200 Pro plan, and you're limited to 3 research reports per day. Plus, and team users will get access later, but for now, it's pro only. Google also released their Gemini 2.0 models, and here's why you should care. First up, they've got this new model called Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking with Apps. The crazy part, it's totally free to use right now. Let me show you why this is such a big deal. Right now in Google's AI Studio, you've got access to several different flavors of Gemini 2.0. I'm talking Flash, Flash Thinking, and even their Pro version. But the real star of the show is what they call Flash Thinking with Apps. Here's what makes it so special. This thing can actually interact with Google's whole ecosystem. Want to analyze a YouTube video? Just drop the link in and boom, it'll give you a complete breakdown in seconds. No more watching hour-long videos when you just need the key points. But that's not even the coolest part. Let me show you something wild. It can literally watch your screen in real time and give you smart feedback about what you're doing. Imagine having an AI assistant that can look at your website's analytics and tell you exactly what's working and what needs fixing. And if you're a developer or want to build your own AI tools, Google is basically giving away the keys to the kingdom. This is free to use and build with. And it's absolutely wild. Plus, get this, if you're into building stuff, you can create apps right from your phone. I tested it myself, and in just 2 minutes, no joke, I had a working app up and running. We're talking about going from idea to actual working product in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. The best part about all this, most of these features are completely free right now. While other companies are charging hundreds of dollars for their top-tier AI models, Google's basically saying, here, take our best stuff and go build something cool. Let me show you what happened when I tested this in real time. I asked it to build a self-playing snake game, literally just typed in, create a self-playing snake game that moves. Within seconds, not only did it write all the code, but I had a working game where the snake was playing itself perfectly, and I didn't touch a single key. It just worked. Here's another crazy example. I had it analyze one of my websites. I pulled up Google Search Console data showing about 19,400 clicks and 713,000 impressions over 16 months. Without any prompting, this AI started breaking down exactly what was working and what wasn't. It pointed out that while we were getting good impressions, our 2.7% click-through rate needed work, and our average position of 13 meant we weren't hitting those top results yet. But here's what really blew my mind: the YouTube integration. I took one of my recent videos about DeepSeek R1 right after I published it. This AI pulled up everyone, 352 views, 27 likes, and then gave me a complete breakdown of the content. Even crazier, I asked it to turn that video into a blog post, and it cranked out a perfectly structured 1,000-word article, complete with headers, CTAs, and FAQs. That's the kind of task that used to take hours, now done in minutes. Next up, Mistral AI just dropped a huge update to their chatbot called Lachey, and it's absolutely insane how fast this thing is. We're talking about responses in literally a split second. Let me show you what makes this so special. This free chatbot can do everything ChatGPT does: web search, image generation, coding, but at speeds that will make your head spin. People are reporting they're getting 1,000 tokens per second. That's like 12 times faster than GPT-4. I tested it myself, gave it a prompt to create a calculator, and boom, the code was there instantly. Not just any calculator, a cute kawaii-style one that actually works. And the whole thing took about 2 seconds to generate. Want to try it yourself? Just head over to chat.mistral.ai. The best part? While they do have a pro plan for $15 a month, the free version is incredibly powerful. I tested this myself, asked it to build a snake game, and boom, it worked instantly, right there in the chat. No copying code, no switching between tabs. Plus, it handled image generation just as well as the paid models. There was this test where it created a cat eating a banana, and honestly, you'd have trouble telling it wasn't real. But here's what's really cool. They're giving away their API for free. If you're a developer, you can plug this into Visual Studio Code using their free API key and start building amazing stuff right away. And if you're not a coder, no problem. They've made it super simple to use through their web interface. The wild part is, this isn't some stripped down free version. This thing is competing head to head with paid models and often winning. It's not just faster, in many cases it's actually better. Here's the really cool part. They're not just giving us a chatbot, they've also released a version you can run right on your own computer. It's called M-Small, and while it's not their newest model, it's perfect if you care about privacy or want to work offline. Getting it set up is super simple. You just need to download Ollama, grab Mistral Small, which was updated just last week, and you're good to go. The whole setup takes about 5 minutes, and then you've got this powerful AI running locally. But wait, it gets even better. If you're into building stuff, they've got this integration with Visual Studio Code. Just grab their free API key, install this tool called Scenic Client, also free. Plug in your key, and suddenly you're building apps like a pro. I built an entire SEO calculator with just one prompt. And if you're into automation, this is where it gets really interesting. You can hook Mistral up to tools like make.com, and suddenly you're automating content creation, social media posts, whatever you need, for free. And speaking of how fast things move, we just got some huge news about DeepSeek that perfectly illustrates this. Just weeks after releasing their groundbreaking R1 model, we're seeing multiple countries taking action. Australia, Italy, Taiwan, and even NASA and the US Navy have all announced they're restricting its use on government devices. But here's what's really wild. While all these restrictions are happening, DeepSeek has become one of the most downloaded apps worldwide. The tech is so powerful that data protection authorities in Belgium, Ireland, France, and South Korea are all scrambling to figure out how to handle it. And this perfectly captures the crazy pace of AI right now. A model launches, shows incredible capabilities, goes viral globally, and triggers worldwide policy responses, all in the span of a few weeks. We're watching the future of AI unfold in real time, and it's moving faster than anyone expected. This isn't just about one company or one model, it's about how quickly the entire AI landscape can transform. What's cutting edge today might be restricted tomorrow, and what seems impossible today might be downloadable on your phone next week. Let me tell you about some other exciting developments that dropped this week. Anthropic is running this wild challenge. They're basically daring people to try and jailbreak Claude. They've set up 8 different levels, and nobody's made it past level 3 yet. And get this, there's prize money if you can crack it. And here's something wild. Pika Labs just dropped 2 insane features. First, there's this thing called Pika Scenes, where you can turn a picture of your pet into an AI video. But even cooler is their Peak Editions feature. You can take any video, add an image, and it'll blend them together like someone uploaded a video of them doing laundry, added an octopus, and suddenly there's an octopus climbing out of their laundry basket. There's also this crazy new thing called Topaz Project Starlight. It's the first AI model that can restore old, low-quality videos. This can take grainy, pixelated video and turn it into something that looks like it was shot recently. Oh, and for all you developers out there, GitHub Copilot just got a major upgrade. They've added this thing called Agent Mode that makes it way smarter. It can actually debug its own code, fix errors automatically, and even suggest terminal commands. It's like having a super smart coding buddy that can catch its own mistakes. And if anyone's wondering about image editing, Grok, X's AI, now lets you edit images right in your posts. And here's a fun one. The Beatles just won a Grammy for an AI-assisted song. They used AI to clean up some old John Lennon vocals for their song Now and Then, and it ended up winning them a Grammy. Pretty cool way to see AI being used in mainstream music, right? So there you have it. What a crazy week. OpenAI dropped game-changing features like deep research, Google's giving away powerful AI models for free, and Mistral's showing us what lightning-fast AI looks like. And folks, this is exactly what I mean when I say AI isn't slowing down, it's speeding up. Every week brings bigger announcements, better models, and more opportunities for those who know how to use them. And let me tell you something. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by all this, you're not alone. Just think about it. In the last week alone, we've seen AI that can research like a team of PhDs, turn your pet photos into videos, and build entire apps in minutes. The pace is absolutely mind-blowing. 3 months ago, we were amazed that AI could write decent code. Now it's debugging its own code and building apps on the fly. 6 months ago, AI-generated videos looked like choppy animations. Now they're so smooth you can barely tell they're AI-made. This isn't just about cool tech anymore. This is about a fundamental shift in how we work, create, and build businesses. The companies and entrepreneurs who figure out how to ride this wave aren't just going to survive. They're going to thrive in ways we can barely imagine. And here's the thing. You don't need to be a tech genius or have deep pockets to get in on this. Look at what Google just did. They're basically giving away AI tools that would have cost millions to develop just a year ago. The barriers are coming down, and the opportunities are opening up for everyone who's willing to learn and adapt. But you've got to move fast. The tools I showed you today, some of them will probably be outdated by next month. That's just how fast this industry is moving, but that's also what makes it so exciting. Every single week brings new opportunities to get ahead of the curve. Speaking of getting ahead, if you want to stay ahead of all this AI craziness, here are 2 ways I can help you. First, check out my AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments and description. It's the best place to learn how to scale your business and save hundreds with AI automation. Second, if you're looking to boost your website traffic and sales, grab a free SEO strategy session. We'll show you exactly how we help clients get 145,000 port visits a month. Just check the link in the comments. And hey, if you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I drop these AI news updates every week, plus tutorials on how to actually use all these new tools. I'm Julian Goldie's AI avatar, and I'll catch you in the next one.